Welcome back to the show. I'm going to share something that's going to sound deceptively simple, but simple isn't easy. And this is easily one of the most powerful insights that I can ever give you. In fact, if I was to teach you one thing in my entire lifetime that would make the biggest impact in your life, in your business, in your relationships, and literally every part of your existence, then this would be it. So let's go. You get to choose how you feel in any given moment, in every moment. So why aren't you choosing to feel really good? Why are you suffering so much? Why not feel amazing? Why not feel unstoppable in every single moment? Look, we have to feel something, right? We have to have a certain quality of experience, at least as long as we're alive. That's basically what life is. Life is experience. And the end of experience is basically death, right? When we stop experiencing something, when we stop feeling, we're dead. So why not feel good? Why not feel confident? Why not feel happy? Why not feel relaxed and at ease? Now, here's the thing. Most people, I've been guilty of this. You're probably also guilty of this just by virtue of being human. But most people willingly choose to feel shitty. So this is you, right? This is the container of your experience, which is basically your mind, right? This is this present moment, right? Life is flowing through you. Time is flowing through you. And in any given moment, in any now, most people, they choose to feel shitty. They choose to not feel good, right? They choose to feel tight, contracted, stressed, anxious, whatever it might be. And in each moment, we actually have the ability to feel differently. We have the ability to feel potentially really good. So do you know why, despite having the choice, people engage in this insanity? Because people think, and this is really at the erroneous belief that is at the heart of most of your suffering, if not all of it. It's because people think that feeling anxious, feeling stressed, feeling afraid, feeling overwhelmed, or a different shade of crap is going to actually result in a change in, how much money they make, in a change in their relationships, change in their business, right? They think that if they feel shitty, they're gonna engineer a change in the external aspect of their life, right? So they think that being angry with their partner is going to make their partner care about them more. It's going to make their partner be more empathetic towards their needs, right? They think that being stressed about their business all the time is going to make their business grow, right? They think that being in fear about their bank balance is going to cause it to change, right? Now, if you're listening to this and you're guilty of this, right? And I use the word guilt in a very different way. You're culpable, let's say. I don't mean that in a judgmental way. And if you choose to judge yourself upon hearing this, then I would urge you to reconsider. Because, by the way, we're all guilty of this. We've all been there, right? And I want you to let yourself off the hook. Why? Because this is not something you're doing consciously. You're not willing this into existence in every moment, right? In fact, that's the exact problem. This is an unconscious, subconscious pattern of thinking, and it's actually just destroying your life. It's literally destroying your life. Now, that might sound really extreme. That might sound like, wow, Ani is being so hyperbolic, it's destroying my life. Is it really destroying my life? Yes, it actually is. And let me explain why that's actually an understatement, right? The quality of your life is not a function of the number in your bank account, how attractive your partner is, how many employees your business has, what its valuation is, how fast it's growing, if you made the cover of Forbes, right? These things that we spend our entire life trying to engineer, right? Grow the business, get more clients, sell more shit, close more sales, right? Hire more people, feel more safe and connected and in love, right? Have a higher quality of relationships. Have more money, which is really code for feel more safe and feel more secure, right? And have the freedom to do whatever you want with your time. Now, we think that all these things on the outside are directly affecting the quality of our life. And I'll concede that, having these things in abundance does help, right? Having money, being able to live in a nice house, sleeping in a nice bed, and eating good food and having a great relationship, all those things help, right? Those things aren't completely immaterial. But the quality of your life is basically how you feel about yourself in each moment, how you feel about those external things, right? It's not directly a function of these external things. It's a function of how we feel about those external things. So the thing is, we think that the quality of our life is a function of these things on the outside, right? But how we feel about ourselves, how we feel about these things, actually has no connection to these external circumstances. It's what I like to call an independent variable. That is, it's not a constant, right? It's a variable. And there's no relation between this variable and these variables, right? So we know this is true, and I'm going to prove it. Because there's millionaires and billionaires who are very unhappy. They're anxious, they're miserable. And I know because I coach many of them, right? Clients who have $50, $100 million businesses, right? Like objectively very, very, very successful. Like you can spend that much money in your lifetime, but it's very hard unless you buy a yacht every week or a plane. Now, you can have all the money in the world and you can still feel shitty inside, right? And just like that, the converse is also true. There's extremely poor people who are very joyful and very content. So just go to India, Brazil, Cuba, and you see people who are just living in poverty, but they seem strangely happy, right? Now, money, success, all these things, they do improve the quality of our life. But trying to manipulate our external world by destroying our internal world is actually madness, right? It's literally insanity. And the only thing it does is reduces our chance of actually creating these results. Because when we feel shitty, it doesn't feel good, right? We lose creativity. We lose the ability to make good decisions, right? Because emotions are high and we're not managing that really well. We lose the ability to think clearly. We lose the ability to focus and get anything done, right? Things feel chaotic and volatile and overwhelming, and we're anxious and we're stressed. And it's very, very, very hard to operate in a state of high performance when we feel shitty. That's why I call this a low performance mind. Now, the reason why we all do this is because, in our childhoods, we had certain attachment dynamics with our parents. And we don't have time to go into that in this video, but maybe I'll make a follow-up just about that. If you ask for in the comments, we can deep dive on that. But here's what I want you to take away from all this, right? One, every moment matters. Every single moment matters. And how you feel in every single moment matters, right? The quality of each moment is the quality of your experience and how you feel in that moment, right? And how you feel in every moment is actually a choice. Now, if you are not exercising that choice, then you are at a massive disadvantage, because there's other people who are competing with you in business, who are, leveraging the power of their mind. They have a certain level of awareness and control over their own focus, on their own attention, on their own emotional body, and you will get out competed. And I don't really believe in competition, but this is the most fundamental choice we have, right? And the degree to which we exercise this choice in each moment to feel good is basically our self-worth, right? How good you believe you are worth feeling. Now, this is a very, very simple way that I've come up with to describe this rather esoteric concept of self-worth, right? You may be in business, you may be obsessed with, numbers and revenue, but you have to understand that everyone, every single person has a certain self-concept. They have a certain sense of self. And there's a certain self-worth associated with that sense of self. And the degree to which we believe we're worthy is the degree to which we'll feel good. We'll allow ourselves to feel good, right? And here's the thing. If you feel shitty all the time, you're going to have a shit business, you're going to have a shit relationship, and you're going to have a shit life. Not necessarily because anything will be different circumstantially, but because when you're wearing shit colored glasses, everything looks shitty. When you're wearing shit colored glasses, everything looks shitty. You could be running $100 million business like you want to, right? And you'll still find a way to be dissatisfied with it. You'll still find a way to project another goal of $1 billion and beat yourself up, right? You'll find a way to be anxious. You'll find a way to be stressed. You'll find a way to feel shitty. Human beings are experts at this. Now, conversely, when you get this right, it makes everything exponentially better. And you can think about literally anything you want. That is a fundamental level of freedom that no one can take away from you, right? No government, no political system, right? No media, nothing else. No other human being can take away your ability to think about literally anything you want. And what you think about and how you feel determines the quality of your life. So learning to master your state of mind is the number one skill you need to develop to explosively grow your business, to build real wealth, to sustain happiness, to have good relationships, to live an exceptional life, right? And that's really what's at the heart of what I want to teach you. So I hope you found this valuable. If you did, share this out on your networks, leave a comment or review and subscribe. Ask me questions. Tell me what you're really interested in learning about, what you struggle with. So I know what resonates and what doesn't, and I can continue to make more perspective shifting content for you. Remember, you are limitless.